Hello students, today we are going to see the vertical format of company balance sheet. So let us start with the vertical format of company balance sheet. Now the format of balance sheet, it starts with the heading. As usual, you should give the heading. I have not put the heading here because of the availability of space. If you could see, I have only started with the liability part. Then also I have not able to finish a last tak aa gaya mera total column. So I have not given the heading. Heading is simple. What is the heading? Balance sheet of, suppose if we are preparing balance sheet of A company, balance sheet of A limited as at dash, whatever is the date, that is the year end, that is our regular heading. Then the columns that we require for this balance sheet, very simple, only 3 columns we require. One is the particulars, other is the note number, and next is the rupees. तीन ही कॉलम हमको लगता है, particulars, note number, rupees. Sometimes you can prepare 2 columns for rupees if you have to show some amount in inner column and some in outer column, but it is not at all mandatory. क्या है, ये 3 कॉलम तो होने चाहिए, particulars, note number and rupees. So these are the 3 columns that is nothing but our format of balance sheet. So just see, it is very simple, 3 ही column करना है. कौन सा है 3 columns? Particulars, note number and rupees. And our balance sheet starts with liability part. So the first heading on the liability side that you will have is equity and liabilities. What you should write? Equity and liabilities. I have written it in bold letters. In same way you will also give the heading in capital letters. So our balance sheet in revised format starts with the first heading, equity and liabilities. That is the liability part. Liability part में क्या होता है? Liabilities and capital. So here capital is nothing but equity and then the liabilities. So the heading is given equity and liabilities. And how we are supposed to write? In bold letters. Then below that, the first heading that you will have is shareholders fund. Now shareholders fund, whatever relates directly to the shareholders, comes under shareholders fund. तो shareholders से क्या क्या related होता है? One is the share capital. So first thing under the shareholders fund will be share capital. Share capital consists of preference. It could be equity also. It could be issued, subscribed. All the details of this share capital you are going to see where in notes to accounts. So as I said, notes to account में हमको क्या करना है? हर एक आइटम का हमको उधर bifurcation, details देना है. So in this balance sheet we are going to write only the total of share capital and the disclosure कि कितना preference share capital कितना है, equity कितना है, how many number of shares are there, face value क्या है, ये सब description हमको किधर देना है? Notes to accounts. So the first heading is simple, what it is? Share capital. After that you have the next heading, reserves and surplus. So you very well know what is reserves and surplus means, the profits of the company. They could be current year's profit or accumulated profits in the form of reserves. So all the profits and reserves of the company which are related to the shareholders will come under the reserves and surplus. So shareholders fund में 2 things we have. That is what? Share capital and reserves and surplus. Now in this particular format, I have mentioned the common things that we are going to use for our examination purpose, or what is important for our exam purpose. If you go to the original format, you might find one additional item here which I have not written right now because it is not important for us. It never comes for us in the exam. So unnecessary complication करने से I have just skipped that. Now what is that item? Just see. I have put it separately. It is money received against share warrants. So ये जो money received against share warrants है, it comes after reserves and surplus. But हमको exam में ये कभी नहीं आता है, तो इसलिए मैंने इसको format से क्या किया, थोड़ा side में निकाल के रखा ताकि आपका format थोड़ा छोटा हो जाए. If it would be unnecessarily overburdened with the items that we are not going to use at all. So this item comes after reserves and surplus, that is money received against share warrant. ये हमको कौन से भी सम में आता ही नहीं है. So I have kept it what? Separate. So what you are going to remember, shareholders fund में क्या आता है, share capital and reserves and surplus, और इसका details हम किधर देखेंगे, notes to accounts में. After that again this item, the next trading, that is share application money pending allotment. Even this item we never have in our problems that we are going to have in our syllabus, but still I have just put this item, that is share application money pending allotment. What is this? Whenever company issues the shares, it collects the money in steps or parts. So at the time of application, it might have collected some amount, and afterwards it is going to make the allotment to those shareholders from whom it has received the application money. So if there are such application money received and the shares are yet to be allotted, but company is going to allot them the shares, such amount is a liability for the company, and that liability is to be shown under the heading share application money pending allotment. But this item, as I said, also never comes in our sums. So ये भी थोड़ा इतना याद नहीं रखा तो भी चलेगा. But even if you want to remember, it is very simple. अगर कोई कंपनी है, उसने कुछ एप्लीकेशन मनी शेयर होल्डर्स से कलेक्ट किया है और उसके बदले में उनको शेयर्स अलॉट करने वाली है, बट वो शेयर्स अलॉटमेंट अभी बाकी है, so that is the responsibility of the company. So that money is nothing but the liability of the company. तो वो किधर आता है, liability side, and where it is to be shown after this shareholders fund. So moving to the next part, that is the liabilities. Liabilities are divided into two parts, non-current liability and the current liability. First we will see what is the non-current liability. Liability which is not current is non-current, correct? Non-current liability is the liability which is to be repayable over a longer period of time as compared to the current liability. Normally the liabilities that are to be repayable over a period of or more than period of 1 or 3 years are normally classified as non-current liabilities. So non-current liability is nothing but the long-term liabilities, we could say. Now in this non-current liability we have some different headings. Now what are those? The first heading that you find and that we are going to frequently have in all our sums is long-term borrowings. Now long-term borrowings में क्या क्या आता है? As I said, वो किधर हम देखने वाले हैं, notes to accounts में. So long-term borrowings, we will see what comes under long-term borrowings in notes to accounts. But this item we are going to frequently use. So just fix this heading in mind. Non-current liability के बाद पहला heading उसमें क्या आता है, long-term borrowings. The next is deferred tax liability. The liabilities for which there is a deferment of credit period, that is deferred tax liability. ये याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये हमको exam sums में नहीं आता है. So there is no need to remember. Just if you remember the heading just for objective purpose, then it is okay. Otherwise there is no need to worry of this. There is no need to look into the notes of it. खाली इतना heading याद रखो, that's it. Important क्या है, long term borrowings. Next is other long term liabilities. Now apart from long-term borrowings, if there is any other liability which is of long-term nature, it comes under other long-term liabilities. That also we will see where, in notes to accounts. And then the next is long-term provisions. Any provision that is made by the company and which is of a long-term nature is coming under the heading long-term provision. So ये non-current liability में क्या आता है, all long liabilities, long-term liabilities like long-term borrowings, other long-term liabilities and long-term provisions. So non-current liability means what? Liability which is to be repaid over a longer period of time. उतना याद रखो, the word long-term. Clear? And after that comes the current liabilities. As I said, जो liability which is of a short period of means which is repayable within a shorter period of time is called as current liability. Now here shorter period of time means what? The liability that is to be repaid within a period of 1 year or within 12 months is classified as current liability. Now in this current liability also we have some headings that are very important to remember, and we are supposed to write or give the same headings while preparing the balance sheet. So the first heading is short term borrowings. इसका opposite इधर क्या था, long term borrowing था. इधर करंट लाइबिलिटी में हो गया शॉर्ट टर्म बोरोइंग. What comes in short term borrowing? Where we are going to see? Right, in notes to accounts. There we will see the details. कौन सा common items इसमें आता है? Those we are going to discuss in notes to accounts. Then after long term borrowings comes the trade payables. Trade payable is nothing but your creditors and bills payable. They are put under this heading trade payables. Again, they are of what? Shorter duration. They are to be repaid within a shorter period of time. The next is other current liability. Any liability which is of a current nature, means which is to be repaid within a shorter period of time, but which cannot be classified as short-term borrowing or trade payable, comes under where? Other current liability. जो लाइबिलिटी करंट लाइबिलिटी है बट ये शॉर्ट टर्म बोरोइंग में नहीं फिट बैठती है, ट्रेड पेएबल में नहीं लिख सकते हैं, उसको किधर लिखते हैं हम? कौन से हेडिंग में? अदर करंट लाइबिलिटी. एंड देन द शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजन, the provision which is made by the company which is for a shorter period, that is coming under where? Short term provision. तो ये long term किधर आता है? नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटी में. और करंट लाइबिलिटी में कौन सा वर्ड आता है? शॉर्ट टर्म. So just go through this first. Our heading you should remember, very important. You will give Roman number 1 to this, equity and liabilities. Then under that you will find first number 1, numerical 1, you can write shareholders fund. Shareholders fund में आता है शेयर कैपिटल एंड रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस. ये याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. देन नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटीज. नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटीज कैन बी न्यूमेरिकल 2 नंबर यू कैन गिव. नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटीज में आता है लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग्स, डेफर्ड टैक्स लाइबिलिटी, लॉन्ग टर्म लाइबिलिटीज एंड लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोविजंस. इसमें भी ये डेफर्ड टैक्स नहीं याद रहा तो भी चलेगा. देन करंट लाइबिलिटी में शॉर्ट टर्म बोरोइंग्स, ट्रेड पेएबल्स, अदर करंट लाइबिलिटी एंड शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजन. और ये जो कॉलम आपको दिख रहा है नोट नंबर का, here we are going to write the notes as we are going to prepare as per our requirement. Say suppose शेयर कैपिटल के लिए हमने नोट बनाया तो हम लिखेंगे इसको नंबर 1. हमने रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस के लिए नोट बनाया तो हम इसको क्या लिखेंगे? नंबर 2. I'll just show you. As I said, इधर हम क्या लिखेंगे? नंबर 1. अगर हमने बनाया रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस का नोट हमने बनाया तो उसको देंगे हम नंबर 2. फिर इधर नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटी में आ गए, इसमें लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग का नोट बनाया नंबर 3. डेफर्ड टैक्स सपोज हमारे पास नहीं है, उसको भूल जाओ, नील कर दो. ये वो आइटम नहीं लिखा तो भी हम लिखने भी वाले नहीं है बैलेंस शीट बनाते टाइम. सो जस्ट फॉरगेट. अदर लॉन्ग टर्म लाइबिलिटी है नहीं है, फॉरगेट. सपोज इफ इट इज नॉट देयर, लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोविजन विल बी नोट नंबर 4. मींस यू आर सपोज्ड टू गिव द नोट नंबर्स with the starting with share capital 1, then it will be followed in sequence as per your requirement. short term borrowing इसके लिए नोट आपको नहीं जरूरत है, नहीं बनाया. ट्रेड पेएबल्स के लिए बनाना है तो ट्रेड पेएबल्स को दे दो नोट नंबर 5. ऐसे आप नोट नंबर्स दोगे as per your requirement, nothing else. तो this column is particularly for giving the note number, that is the reference you are giving कि शेयर कैपिटल का डिस्क्लोजर आपने किधर दिखाया है तो ये नोट नंबर 1 में दिखाया है. So that is the reference number we are giving here, that is our note number. And then the third column is rupees. Whatever rupees you are having, whatever is the amount of the liability that you are going to put here. And then in the end here you are going to have the total of liabilities. This comes the total of liabilities. So this is the half format of balance sheet. I said it is what? Vertical format. तो अभी हमने क्या देखा? खाली balance sheet का liabilities part देखा. So our balance sheet starts from where? Liabilities side. फिर इधर हमारा liability का total आ गया, अभी उसके नीचे आता है assets side. But in this lecture we are going to concentrate only on what? Only on this liability part. That is what? This equity and liability. So we are going to see only this. I suppose this is clear, very easy to remember. क्या कैसे याद रखोगे? Equity and liabilities will be the first heading in capital letters. Shareholders fund. Shareholders fund में आता है दो चीजें, share capital and reserves and surplus. The non-current liability, long-term borrowings, long-term provision, other long-term liability, that is non-current liability. फिर current liability, short-term provision, short-term borrowing, trade payables, other current liability, and then total of liabilities. So that is the half part, that is the liability side we have seen as per the revised format. So that was the liability side of the vertical format of company balance sheet. We have not completed the balance sheet yet. We have only seen the liability part of the vertical format of company balance sheet. So you will go through the things, see to it that you write down the format, and then we will move further with the next part in our next video lecture. Till then, take care and thank you very much.